real courageous. You know you did that when you were a little kid.
Oh, yeah.
You say something, then you run. Terry Free.
Oh, yes.
Cube Club name, if you will.
Kim Shutt of Kent. You got 15 minutes. 421-9393.
8 o'clock, Cube 93.
Cube 93 Traffic is brought to you by the Family Channel. Watch Home and Family, a new show about real life and real people and real answers. Every weekday on the new Family Channel.
This is how we do it.
Here it comes, the biggest concert to hit the West Sound. Montel Jordan, featuring 98 Degrees, Second Nature, and Kid Sensation. April 6th at the Kitsap Pavilion in Bremerton. The biggest concert ever to hit the sound. Join me, Cube 93's Eric Powers, with Montel Jordan.
This is how we do it.
Tickets are going fast, so call Ticketmaster now to see Montel Jordan at 628-0888. If you were at Summer Jam 95, you saw Montel Jordan give the Gorge crowd a show to remember. If you missed him, this is your chance to see Montel Jordan do his thing live.
This is how we do it.
Join me, Cube 93's Eric Powers, Saturday, April 6th for Montel Jordan at the Kitsap Pavilion in Bremerton. Doors open at 6 p.m. and show starts at 7 p.m. Plus, there's a special backstage party for everyone at Bayview Inn Dome at 9:30. Montel Jordan live. Call Ticketmaster now.
Special backstage party starts at 9:30 at the Bayview Inn Dome in Bremerton. A Miles & Associates production.
Bad Hair Day number 28. You remember the last time you got your hair styled? The price was pretty reasonable.
A better way to go.
Car Toys is an authorized dealer of AT&T Wireless Services, the Northwest's leading cellular service. Cell phone and pager offer based on a new annual service agreement. Hurry, Car Toys factory authorized sale ends Monday.
Good morning from the Cube 93 Newsroom. I'm Bill Rice. Deja vu.
The sheriff just grabs them and begins to beat them. They weren't fleeing. They were clearly in custody, and the sheriffs just continued to beat them. It was unprovoked.
Ramona Ripston with the ACLU talking about two Riverside County Sheriff's deputies in Southern California caught by TV news crews on tape beating two suspected illegal aliens. Happened after a high-speed chase. Many already comparing it to Rodney King, the two apparently not resisting arrest at the time. The cops under investigation this morning. New hope this morning for brain cancer patients. Researchers say a new vaccine may help stop tumor cells from hiding out from the body's defense mechanism. That means the cells would be tracked down and killed by the immune system. It's worked in rats, still experimental in humans, though. And then there were three. That's the number of sites still under consideration as the home for the Mariners and their new ballpark. The three all adjacent to the Kingdome. From our If at First You Don't Succeed file this morning, the City Council making plans to try for a new but smaller, cheaper commons project. Probably will appear on your ballot next month. Someone claiming to be with the Everett Police Officers Association has been making phone calls trying to raise funds to help injured police officers. Unfortunately, it's a scam.
If there's any fundraising done, it's never done by telephone. And the Everett Police Officers Association has not done that, and they have no plans to do that in the future.
The department's Elliot Woodall says they've traced the phony fundraiser to somewhere in the Phoenix area. He says be careful. They may be running a series of scams. Christopher Reeve's paralysis isn't keeping him out of the movies. The former Superman star signing on as the voice of King Arthur for the new Warner animated feature, The Quest for Camelot. Sports, M's and White Sox, and what's being billed is opening night 2 at the Dome tonight. Sonics in Salt Lake City to face the Jazz. Kentucky NC2A champs knocking off Syracuse last night. The final in that game, 76-67. Clouds and some showers today with some sun breaks this afternoon. 50-55, pretty much the same story tomorrow. Right now, 41 here in the shadow of the Space Needle. Good morning, Bill Rice, Cube 93. Playing today's hit music with the T-Man in the morning.
Today's hit music. Cube 93.
Sitting up in my room. All right, Terry, so we must now analyze the last call we took.
Of course.
Because we're getting flooded with calls now.
Yeah.
A bunch of them saying that I was insensitive the way I handled that call. But let me let you in a little secret, folks. In case you haven't noticed, I'm not the most sensitive of people.
And if you're just cluing that in.
But we're also getting a lot of calls from the other side.
Yeah.
So I got to make you the judge.
Oh.
All right? You're Wapner.
Okay.
Matt, you're Rusty the Bailiff. I'm Doug Llewellyn. Let's analyze that last call from beginning to end. I'm not going to take any calls yet on this.
Okay.
I want your opinion.
Okay. Well, obviously, first off.
Well, no. Let me present the scenario.
Okay.
So you know what you're dealing with from beginning to end as I see it.
Okay.
Okay?
As you see it.
Lady walks in an elevator.
Mm-hmm.
There's another lady in the elevator with her.
Okay.
A very large lady.
Mm-hmm.
First lady, the caller that we just had, is terribly bothered by the overwhelming fragrance that she's wearing.
Okay.
A pungent odor. And she has no problem with her weight at this point.
Okay.
But she is grimacing in pain visibly because of the smell.
Okay.
The fat lady turns to her and says, "Are you bothered by my weight?" And confrontation arises.
Okay.
And we enjoy good confrontation from time to time. Why else would we be analyzing from beginning to end here? So she says no. But she recognizes the confrontational sound in the overweight lady's voice, and she fires back. Mm-hmm. It's the cheap perfume that you're wearing. The overweight lady skips her floor. Her floor comes up. She stays on the elevator and says, I don't know what arises at that point, but she blocks the entrance to the doorway of the elevator so the other lady can't get out. So now she's trapped. She's a captive audience.
Wow.
The alarms start going off. The door's been open so long. They are at a Cold War deadlock. Finally, the overweight lady lets her through. She gets out, and because she was so bothered by being trapped in that elevator by the fat lady, that she screams back as she's now got a clear path to get away, of course.
Of course.
I mean, that's the height of courageousness here. But she was so bothered by being trapped in that elevator that she fires back, "You fat, Barty-looking bimbo," and then trucks down the stairs. Now my question to you.
Yes.
Who is more at fault in this scenario? Is it the overweight lady, or is it the 113-pound lady who, mind you, was trapped in the elevator by a lady who could probably have done some serious damage if she wanted to?
Oh, yes. Well, first of all, let me address the overweight woman's problem, I think, is that she's insecure, obviously, by her weight.
She jumped to the immediate conclusion
Exactly.
that she was making those Snickers
because
of her weight, when in fact it was the perfume.
Exactly.
Okay, good point.
And I think that we've all, at times...
Been insecure.
Yes.
There's no doubt about that.
Of course.
I'm insecure every day.
But also with the perfume issue, we've all maybe sometime or another wore cheap perfume, or not necessarily cheap perfume, but wore too much.
I wear it every day.
And some people just have real sensitive nostrils.
Right.
So
let's be honest. If you're stuck in an elevator with someone with a bad smell, she wasn't saying anything at first, but she was obviously in some pain from the smell. And she had trouble hiding it.
Yeah.
I see you leaning towards the 113-pound lady side.
Well, if it were me in that situation...
You're a fighter.
Yeah.
I know you. If some lady says, "Are you laughing at my weight?" You're immediately on the offensive.
I am. I'm
You're
like,
firing
no.
back. Like the 113-pound lady.
Yeah.
No, it's your cheap, cheesy perfume. Now get out of my way.
But see, that's the thing I would say. So you need to, move off. Move away.
Get out of my way.
Yeah, get out of the way. And if she's continued to stay on, I'd say, look, I realize you must be insecure about your weight, but it had nothing to do with your weight.
So you're doing Brady Bunch reasoning.
Yes.
Calm, cool reasoning.
Calm, cool. We have to be adults about this.
Terry, you're firing back just like the 113-pound lady. You're not going to be as kind as to say, "You fat-looking, Barney-looking bimbo." You're saying something with some obscenities included.
No, I'm not.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No, I'm not.
Some lady traps you in an elevator, and you're not going to curse at her?
You're right. I would be a little pissed. I would be.
Okay.
Because I think that's unfair of the large woman because, I mean, you are in an elevator is only so much room.
It's kind of scary to be trapped in an elevator.
Yeah.
For anybody.
Yeah.
Especially when someone's trapping you in there.
Plus, if a woman is that much larger than you, I mean, I already, out of being scared, boy, I'm going to fight tooth and nail. Get out of my way!
You better have a nail with you.
Yeah.
Tell you that right now. You're not beating that lady up.
Exactly, and
I don't
know
care how
that.
long you lived in the Tri-Cities.
Jeez.
I don't care how much hair you pulled in your lifetime.
KUBE 93 celebrated 15 years on the air in Seattle by inviting a few thousand of our close friends to Mercer Arena at Seattle Center.
I'm having a great time tonight! Woo! I did so much to get these tickets. A kick-ass time.
Special thanks to Blockbuster Music,
Champion Party Supply,
The Tuck Shop,
Brenner Brothers Bakery,
Blimpie's, and John Casablanca.
Group Theory. D'Angelo. We're in 3 teams. He is so fine! Tony Rich is hot! And those little guys immature. Right on. Happy birthday, KUBE 93.
Happy birthday, KUBE.
Happy birthday, KUBE 93. Happy birthday, KUBE.
And a very special thanks to all our listeners.
Thanks.
From KUBE 93.
Happy birthday, KUBE 93. I'm having your friends sell your party. I love that little bow tie on Eric Powers.
KUBE 93 plays today's hit music with the T-Man in the morning.
Woo! Is he here?
It only takes a moment, a special moment.
If you want to win tens of thousands in cash, the KUBE 93 Fantastic Voyages, and exclusive membership privileges, then join the club.
Call 285-9300.
KUBE 93.
To work.
Yes. Came on and said some lady trapped her in the elevator, confronting her about what she was snickering about.
A large woman.
She assumed that the lady was laughing about her weight, when in fact, she was laughing about the overwhelming, pungent odor that was delivered by her perfume.
Yes.
Trapped her in the elevator. KUBE 93, you're on. What's your take on this?
Good morning, T-Man.
How you doing, love?
I'm doing fantastic.
What's going on?
Well, I was just thinking about this lady in the elevator.
Yes.
And I'm thinking that if I was her, I would be taking the stairs from now on. now, my opposite is Holly. Holly's the one that won the Alanis Morissette tickets last week.
Yes.
She thinks that the girl's got some serious gonads.
Yeah, she
taking
does.
on a lady that size.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
Oh, yeah.
Here was a feisty lady. 113 pounds, she said she was. And she was taking on a lady that she described as 300 pounds.
But if you think about it, maybe it's the other lady that should take the stairs from now on.
She trapped her in the elevator.
That's right.
I don't know.
Right.
Take some serious gonads, you're right.
Wow.
Thank you. KUBE 93, you're on.
Hello?
How you doing?
Fine.
What do you got for us? What's your analysis of this? What should we entitle this story, Terry? Trapped by the perfume.
Yes.
I
Oh,
don't
there
know.
you go.
No, it's terrible.
Trapped by Larda.
Oh, very nice.
Now?
Yes, very nice.
Come on.
Obviously a sensitive caller.
I'm very sensitive.
Go ahead.
I probably would have done the same thing, but I wouldn't have ran.
You wouldn't have ran.
No.
You would have taken on the lady.
Yep.
How much do you weigh?
I weigh about 165.
And how tall are you?
5'9".
You'd had a better shot.
Yeah.
5'9", 165. You might have lasted 10 seconds.
But she couldn't catch you.
Very nice. Again. Very nice.
Very sensitive
Just
people
asking
out
for
there.
people's opinions. We don't screen calls.
Man.
This is the everyday person out there. KUBE 93, you're on.
Yeah, I would have said something a little bit more like, skip the Barney crack and told her 2 words, Jenny Craig.
Oh.
All right.
So she doesn't have enough balls to sit there and say something to that
See,
person straight
people,
to her face.
the consensus is people are outraged by the lady who trapped the other lady in the elevator.
Yeah.
That was wrong of her to do.
It is. It is.
Scaring her like that. That's scary. I would be scared.
I wouldn't exactly have tried to plug my nose when I'm sitting inside the elevator. I know it'd be kind of hard, but the only average ride only lasts about 30 seconds, and she should have just gotten off.
Well, she said, was she plugging her nose?
She said that she was in the back kind of,
Yeah,
you know.
kind of covering her nose, but
yes.
not actually like taking the thumb and the index finger and plugging it.
Yeah, just kind of having her hand up to her face.
Right.
Type thing.
And the lady immediately turned to her and said, "Are you laughing about my weight?" When she was just kind of like, what was she doing? Snickering about how choked up she was getting over the smell.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because, I mean, you have to, if you really sit there and think about it, picture yourself in the elevator, it's kind of like, oh, man, this is bad, cheap
Right.
perfume. You snicker about it a little bit.
Well, man said 30-second elevator ride. Tolerate it.
But then again, you know,
That's a tough situation.
It is. If a woman's going to, that size is going to stand in your way, too.
I'm glad we're analyzing the pressing issues of the day, Terry. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
No, you're good, DJ.
Thank you so much.
You DJ guy,
Yes, that's right. The pressing issues of the day. Yeah, spinning the two. Analyzing the perfume story. Cube 93, you're on.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm calling about that, incident.
Yeah, we know. We know. Everyone's calling.
We're having a
Well, the thing
psychic
is,
moment.
I mean, how stupid can somebody be to sit there and snicker? That's what's going to provoke her, the other lady, to act that way. Anybody would have acted that way. Like, excuse me, you got a problem?
She probably didn't think the lady would pick up on her.
True.
She was probably just overwhelmed.
Who says she's 113? That's what she says.
She said she's 113. Let me ask you something.
She's making her sound like some kind of Barbie, like she's going against, Attila the Hun?
Well, 300 versus 100 is...
Let me tell you something right now.
That's what you're hearing. But
Have
the thing is, it pisses you off when you sit there saying, well, God, you're going to snicker. If somebody would have snickered at me, I wouldn't say, excuse me, are you laughing? I would have just taken hit her right in the face and said, okay, let's take this outside now. Whether 300 pounds, 200 pounds, 115.
Have you ever been standing next to someone? Let me put it this way. I once was in a department store, and I had an overwhelming feeling I needed to pass gas.
Lovely, thank you.
Someone immediately walked away, like sprinted away.
I bet they did.
Okay? I wasn't too bothered by it. But that's the reaction. If you're standing next to someone who smells really bad, it's tough not to make some kind of gesture. She couldn't walk away. She was trapped in the elevator.
But who says she's any better? Who says that tomorrow she gets on the elevator and says, damn, you smell too?
That's exactly right.
That's
but my
true.
point is, have you stood next to anyone that smells really bad and you can't get away? It's tough not to make a face or something like that.
If you grew up the right way and your parents taught you to right, you wouldn't act that way. You just just act normal, so it smells bad, okay. There's been many times someone's gone on and someone's had bad BO, or you sat next to someone with bad breath.
And you just act like nothing's happening.
Yeah,
You're trained because you were brought up that way to act like nothing's happening.
Because you either act like a lady or you act like a bitch off the street.
Mm-hmm.
And that just goes to prove here where she graduated from, ITT Tech? That's the difference.
All right.
There's a difference between a university graduate and an ITT Tech.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a lot of people out there with control. You're stuck in an elevator with someone, let's say, who just broke wind.
Yeah.
If you're not able to grimace, if you're able not to grimace.
Well, who says, right now, you're sitting next to Terry, she's not thinking, damn, God, T-Man got some bad breath today.
She might be thinking that. Chronic halitosis.
But I would tell him.
She would tell me.
And so, you know what? Go get a breath mint, buddy.
And I would.
But see, you guys have known each other for some time now, but if you don't know who the other person is, the last thing you're going to do is say, excuse me, you got a problem? Here, go get some,
She didn't do that, though.
You're right, she didn't.
She wasn't
It's the skinny
expecting...
little girl's fault, little Miss Toothpick. It's all her fault.
So it's okay for the large woman to threaten her life? That makes it okay?
Remember, try to picture in your mind. You see the girl, she's sitting there snickering behind. Of course you're going to turn around and say, excuse me?
True.
But trap her in the elevator. She blocked the entrance so the lady couldn't get out of the elevator.
And that makes it right?
300 pounds is not that much to get out the damn door.
Hey, if someone's facing you in the elevator and she's blocking the entrance, it's tough to get by. Anyone. I mean, Terry's what? How much do you weigh?
Well, we don't want to talk about that now.
But if you're blocking an entrance,
yeah,
and it looks like
in a confrontational way. If you're blocking entrance in a confrontational way,
and I'm going to make a move to leave, and you might stop me.
Yeah, you're going to feel intimidated.
Exactly.
To prove she can only snicker behind her back. She couldn't say it to her face, and she has to run.
She did say it to her face.
She did say it to her face.
She absolutely did say it to her face.
She
When the lady
did.
said, "Are you laughing about my weight?" She said, "No, I'm laughing at your cheap, smelly perfume."
Well, where did she get hers? Nordstrom's? Is she any better? That just goes to prove. You got to take both sides. The heavyweight woman only responded to the little Snickers. Little Miss ITT Tech.
What about this?
Little Miss ITT
What if? Okay, let's say you're in an elevator, the same scenario, but the woman wasn't even laughing about the perfume or anything. She was thinking something happened that morning,
right?
And all of a sudden she started laughing about something she was thinking about.
Maybe she was laughing at something we said on the radio earlier.
In an elevator, and I started remembering what happened the night before.
Exactly,
but I didn't go ballistic.
But I'm saying the same thing could have happened, and the lady's still going to turn around and accuse her.
She jumped to the wrong conclusion. She thought she was laughing about her weight.
Well, she should have been, instead of laughing about her weight and her perfume, she should have been having an orgasm like every other woman that sits there and thinks in an elevator, or humming some stupid song like Kaya Yellow.
How did we get on the orgasm?
Really?
But I like where we've gone here. Thank you.
Cube 93 Traffic is brought to you by Car Toys. Better than free cell phones at Car Toys come with $100